Yeah. Stop
Right
farting,
away,
dude.
dude.
Jeff's farted like 100 times.
I'm
since he
enjoying
said
the.
it.
I'm
I'm
a little
enjoying
gassy
them,
boy.
they're little-
It's
I'm a
so.
little gassy boy.
I know that we've opened the podcast talking about this before. It is bizarre how your farts don't smell.
I eat pure chemicals.
Yeah.
Dude,
Which you'd think would be the opposite.
We are
No,
literally
I burn
having the
clean.
exact conversation. I mean, like,
yeah.
I mean, it's almost uncanny how close we are.
I mean, you want to hear how bad I eat? I told Matt this story on the drive home the other day, but I came home. I came home drunk from a show like 2 or 3 months ago, and I had to-go sushi in my fridge. No, it's fine.
That's-
But I had a whole like a big tub of spicy mayo, and when I got home, I was should not have driven home type of drunk, and I opened my fridge and I was like, ooh, lobster bisque, and I microwaved like an entire tub of spicy mayo and just ate it with a spoon. And the whole time I was like, this is good soup.
Dude,
good soup.
that is the craziest shit. Dude, he ate a fucking to-go tub of spicy mayonnaise.
That's disgusting.
Heated up, too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Have you
hot.
ever seen
Yeah,
mayo
yeah.
when it gets warm?
Ugh.
Oh,
Hot.
dude.
Ate it with a spoon.
Oh,
And while eating it, I was like, yes, I'm so happy this is here.
Yeah. Oh, my fucking God. That's crazy, dude.
that's psychotic, dude.
I've eaten
That's
some.
psychotic. It's the same color.
I've eaten some.
No, to not
it's-
taste the difference.
Yeah.
Even
it's-
well, I guess you're drunk. If
I
you're
was
drunk, if you're
hammered.
drunk enough, you wouldn't.
And you
really.
ever go home hammered and you open the fridge and you're like, yes, there's food in here.
Yeah.
I saw that and I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Lobster bisque, baby.
Ugh.
And just with a spoon. It was good.
I mean, I've done some gross things while I was drunk, but that's pretty fucking disgusting.
I had a roommate who would make. He one time ate like half a loaf of just bread and butter when he was hammered, which I thought was crazy too.
Wait,
He was
like
he was-
Wonder Bread? Like
yes,
he
like
was
taking
he was
a
just
lo- and he
taking
was
it,
putting
spreading
yeah,
butter,
and, then eating
just
it,
eating
and then
it.
and I was watching. He was folding it in half like it was like a peanut butter sandwich, and was eating it. And I was like, "This is crazy." And I wasn't even paying attention until like the third one, and then I was like, "I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna watch it happen." And it happened. It kept happening.
So my first
Yikes.
roommate, when I moved out of halfway into the house that I was in, and when we started the podcast, and it was me, my friend Robert, and this other dude, and the other guy had been kind of acting weird, and I was like, I don't know, maybe he's not doing well. Like we were all like close to a year sober, which at the time you think I've got this forever, but you forget, and then. He was kind of weird, and then one day he came into the kitchen and he spread peanut butter on a tortilla, and I was like, this motherfucker's high. he relapsed for sure, and he did. He was on Xanax, and he was shooting cocaine. Great
That
combo.
rules.
Yeah.
That rules.
I didn't even know you do. See, I learned so many things when I hang out with you. About
You can
drugs.
shoot cocaine. You should shoot cocaine. It's fucking way better,
I've
dude.
never
It-
even heard of
All
that.
you have to do is get
You
it
just-
into the bloodstream.
Right. Yeah.
that's
I
all
mean, it
drugs
makes
is.
sense.
That's what
It
what
makes
it's
sense.
doing either way. Any drug you take is it getting into your
And so
bloodstream.
just doing
if
it-
you snort something, it's all the little nerve endings in your
Right.
nose. If you smoke it, it's all the nerve. It's all
Yeah.
the blood
Yeah, it's
vessels
just
in
getting
your.
it
So is
lungs.
it? But it's
not
more
nerve endings.
instantaneous with the blood, right?
Oh,
Or is it
dude, you're putting it. I mean, it's
immediately?
I mean, if the syringe is this long, by the time you're fucking half, you can already feel it as you're pushing it in. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
when you do coke, your ears ring. It'll be like, "Meh," which is scary, and it should be. It's crazy, dude. I tell that story on stage about doing coke for the first time. And the reality of that story is it's actually just the first time that I shot coke. But that's a little less digestible by the average crowd.
Yeah,
It's like, so the first time I shot cocaine, and there's people like you who are like, what did you do?
yeah, you can shoot coke.
Like, yeah, it's actually really
That
easy
could
to
probably
shoot,
kill
too.
tonight, though. I shot cocaine.
Yeah. Oh, I tell that story for recovery crowds all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And then
what-
I'll
It
tell
is-
the whole story, and then at the end I'll be like, just so you guys know, that was actually the first time I shot coke, and they'll be like, yeah.
There we
So-
go.
It is very funny doing comedy in South Florida because, like, bro, I get booked on recovery shows constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I've done probably a dozen shows for people at inpatient rehab facilities.
Yeah, we're doing one next month.
Doing one in 2
We're
hours.
doing one in an hour.
No, but wait, yeah. So we're doing one in an hour.
Yeah, we're going
But-
from here to a fucking
but
rehab show.
but we're also that's not a rehab. This is open to the public, but it is held in an AA clubhouse.
Okay.
So people will be sober there. There will not be alcohol served, but it's open to the public.
That's a problem for me.
Well, you better chug a couple back before you get there. That's what Stephanie did last time. She just tossed a
I
couple
might
back.
have to. I might.
Her
have
and
to do that.
Jackie, like in the first show was them, and Jackie is notoriously a pothead, and they were like, "We'll be right back," and I was like, "Where are you guys going?" It's like during the headliner set, and she was like, "We're gonna smoke weed in the car." I was like, "In the parking lot of the AA clubhouse?" And they were like, "Yeah," and I was like,
You don't think that's a metaphor for maybe you have a problem?
Yeah, I was like,
yeah,
was like,
dude. Yeah, whoa, that's
it's like the last comic is up. We'll be out of here in like half an hour.
yeah, just wait.
And they were like, "Nah." I was like, "Okay,
Jesus.
yeah."
Dude,
it was
I
wild.
remember I don't smoke weed anymore because it genuinely freaks me out.
Yes, we've
But
discussed.
I do miss like how weed could turn things into like a little adventure. Like I
Yeah.
do miss how like I could
Mhm.
smoke a blunt on my way to like Walmart, and what would be a normal Walmart trip is now like now this is a fucking journey.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are people who, I mean, to be fair, hiking is already an adventure if you have nothing left. But like, there,
Yeah,
you know,
hiking
potheads
sucks.
who are like,
Yeah.
we're gonna fucking take some blunts and go out into nature. It's like, oh, you're just gonna be outside? Like that's
Yeah.
the whole thing. But that's true. That's what weed can do, man. Weed can make just being outside fucking awesome.
Yeah, weed is not like a hard drug in terms of like, you know, you can't get like chemically addicted to where you have to like wean yourself off. You can't overdose. You can't get like withdrawals or anything like that.
Yeah.
But weed, you can get addicted to like the routine of like, because like when I was smoking weed, I was smoking a lot. And what weed really would allow me to do is like be satisfied with being a fucking bum. Like I was
just with
cool.
like doing nothing.
Yeah, like it could be like a Tuesday and I could just get high as shit and play, and it made Tuesday nights fun.
But didn't you say that it then started making you fucked up
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you
then
were
it-
doing
Yeah,
it?
but
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
I get what you're
like,
saying too. It's
so
yeah,
like
it's
let's
not
just say you're we go out and do comedy almost every night. But let's just say like you're a guy, you have a 9-to-5 job.
yeah.
Your evening without weed would be I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna eat food, and then I'm gonna sit and watch TV
Mm-hmm.
until I'm ready to retire at night.
Yeah, and weed turns that into like a
It's an
fucking
activity.
day at Disney World.
You're sitting up. You're sitting up to roll your fucking shit or put it in a bowl. It makes it a thing. You're doing a thing.
Yeah. Well, I would also get excited for like menial tasks. Like I'd be like, "Yo, there's a fucking game on at 7:30, and then my boys are texting me to get on COD at 11. This is
Ooh.
gonna be a
This is good.
sick
Ooh,
night."
To be fair, that sounds like a sick night.
Yeah,
either way.
Honestly, I'm saying that I was like, "God, that sounds awesome."
You're like, yeah, dude, that sounds better than what we're doing
Yeah.
currently.
Yeah. Dude, I oftentimes will be like on my way to an open mic I've been to 100 times, and I'll get texts like, "Yo, you trying to run some Warzone?" I'm like, "Fuck,
man.
God damn it, I want to so bad."
We
I
have
would
to
way
let
rather
Josh
do
say
that.
whatever he's going to say because he's about to explode.
And now at
over
this
there.
point, it's past.
he's
Timing's past.
sad.
I was gonna talk about
He's done this move where he's like,
all I was gonna say is, fellas.
and then
that
at one
makes-
point he like stayed up. He was like, maybe it'll be soon.
yeah. Now the timing's off and it doesn't matter.
I do want to know what you're going to say.
I was just
It's
gonna say that
bother
it's
me.
funny that that's like your relationship with weed, and mine is just complete psychosis. Call my mom, tell her that I think I'm dying, that nothing's gonna be the same. I have this weird loop that I get into when I get high, and it's like, right now you're high, and now because you're high right now, you'll forever be high, and nothing when you become sober is gonna feel the same as the sober it was when you were sober before getting high. Does
This
that
has
make
altered
sense?
you forever.
This has altered me forever. Yes, my reality has now shifted from what it was until this, and I think that's an accumulation
Yeah.
of doing other things as well. I think because after I did mushrooms for the first time, then I kind of started being like, whoa, you know, and then so now I
Yeah.
think when I get high, anytime I go into a headspace where I'm no longer out,
Yeah.
when I'm not in
That's
control.
where weed got for me for a while. Like
Yeah,
it
it
would
was
be
like-
like my girl would go to bed and I'd be like, "I'm gonna have a panic attack. Good night, honey."
Yeah,
Josh,
yeah.
you know what I think? I think you're just mentally ill.
I am a little, but I
Yeah.
think that I think it gets. I have OCD. I think it gets. I'm neurodivergent. I think it gets
Ew.
accelerated.
Slow down.
I think it gets accelerated when I get yeah, for sure
Yeah.
puts it on a pedestal.
Well, that's a thing that actually does happen. I'm not saying you're schizophrenic when I say the statement, but
No,
there
I mean-
are people who they have a tendency or a predisposition to suffer from
Yes.
schizophrenia. They
Yeah.
might not ever truly develop it their whole life, but smoking weed brings it out.
Yeah,
That's how I feel. That's how I felt. I took edibles once, and I was up till like 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I was so tired, but my brain was racing.
yeah. Everybody's done this.
And
with-
I said, dude,
Yeah.
out loud, I was like, shut up to my own brain.
Yeah.
And then I really started freaking
Yeah.
out because I was like, I have this unlocked. This
The
unlocked the schizophrenia.
Yeah, this is the thing that put the
Yeah.
My uncle had schizophrenia growing up, and so that's like that. You want to know what the scariest? Well, I was having a major panic attack like 2 years ago. I actually went to this is when I started going to therapy and going to like a psychiatrist, and like the second,
move.
yeah, I was like, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. And the second question he asked was, that's fine. The second question he asked was, he was like, all right, how are you feeling today? Blah blah blah. And then he was just like, I was telling him everything. I told him everything, and then he goes, okay. He was like, does your family have like a history of schizophrenia? And when he asked that question, the fucking data dump and the nervous system like emptied in my brain. I felt like cold chills. I'm like, this is how I find out. Turns out just real bad OCD, having some intrusive thoughts. But yeah, I thought when the worst thing you can get told or like get asked when you're describing your symptoms to a doctor for your mental health is, hey, do you have schizophrenia in your family?
And then
and
you're
then you
like-
do.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Oh, that's what it is."
Yeah.
Oh,
dude,
that's
like-
what it is.
yeah. That's exactly what.
Yeah,
the
hey
brain
man,
goes.
you're fucked.
Yeah. That's
The
exactly.
doctor's like throws away his pad. He's like, oh, you're nuts.
He's like, get the straight jacket for this motherfucker.
Yeah, that sucks.
And then everything was fine. He just gave me fucking Lexapro.
And then the doctor's like, I actually don't exist, and just disappears.
I'm like, I went to the doctor the day.
The
There
doctor
hasn't
goes-
been a doctor in that office for 80 years.
The doctor just goes, you're in a bathroom right now, Joshua. And it just disappears, and you're like,
you come back, you're in the fetal position in a tub, like.
And then I wake up
It
from
was
that
also
in my
real.
bed, and then
the tub's halfway full, but it's pure shit.
Oh God.
Dude, I have a fear of waking up. I think this is definitely like irrational fears. I'm aware of it. I have a fear that I'll wake up in a different reality from when I'm having an attack like that. I have this fear that I just wake
You ever
up.
So,
watch
but
those
wait,
Mandela Effect
but wait,
YouTube
yes,
videos?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
dude,
we can
yes.
talk about that
The
later.
Berenstain Bears.
No, but wait. Here's a good question.
No, dude, I'm scared already, dude.
Would you know? Because
Oh,
I believe.
fuck.
I mean, you've seen Interstellar.
Yeah.
There's all these different. That's based on real quantum
Right,
physics,
yeah,
by the way.
100%.
And I truly believe that our universe is set up like that. If you somehow did kind of click into a different, like, wake up and you were in, would you even know, or would you just be cognizant? Or you would just be like, this is
Well,
it.
that's the whole like thing about like what is deja vu when you feel like you've been there. That's
Right,
like, a weird
and it's
thing.
also like
what is it, dude?
consciousness is like
How do
It's
you
a glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah, how do you actually like? Is there a site that
If
there
you
has
see
to be
the
a
same
I
scientific?
think
cat
there
walk
is.
by
Can
the
we-
same doorway twice, they reset something. Agents are coming.
Agents are coming, dude.
I fucking love, dude. I was okay. God damn, this is a welcome to Jeff's Autism Corner. I love.
One
New
second,
New
one
segment. New
New
segment. I like
segment.
this segment.
1 second. When I said Josh's fun fact, it
Okay.
got booed.
Josh-
Jeff's autism
so-
corner
so-
is better.
I like what you have going, but Josh presented
you.
us. Josh presented us with this idea.
Your hands are so much
of,
bigger than mine, by the way.
Of him presenting fun facts, and he was
Yeah,
gonna call
baby.
it Josh's Fun Fact Corner.
And we shot that down.
They shot it down. By the
immediately.
way, every time I've done it, a couple million on TikTok.
Oh, shut the.
We don't
I'm
care.
just saying. I'm
We
just.
don't
Just talk
care.
about the military. Let those boys go wild,
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah,
dude.
the boys love.
I
that.
do want to know.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
So
Autism corner.
Jeff's,
Let's go.
Jeff's Autism Corner. I loved the Matrix trilogy growing up. Still do. And if anybody thinks Reloaded or Revolutions isn't a great movie, I'll fucking fight you.
Dude, you're gonna have to fight a lot of people. I've never watched any of those movies, but I know people hate those.
They're fantastic. Pinnacle of cinema.
One sec, didn't we have this conversation and you talked shit about the Yes, you did. Yes, you
It's
did.
possible.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Yes, you did.
He's in the
The-
bit, Josh.
Okay,
I'm in the
sorry,
bit.
sorry.
Let him commit.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Go,
I'm
go,
in
go,
the
go.
bit, dude.
Yeah,
He
he's in the
probably
bit.
did.
Sorry.
I think I remember that though.
But the summer, the August or September after The Matrix Reloaded came out, I went back to school, and we had a project where we had to like film something for. I don't remember what we had to film, but my friend came over with his mom's video camera, and he cut it up, and that was like our project to present to class. I'm in, I don't know, 6th grade. The entire time, I'm just like acting out Matrix moves in the thing. And this one, and my boy goes, there's a lot of weird cuts in this because my mom knows how to edit. I don't. And in front of the whole class, my buddy goes, we had to cut Jeff doing the Matrix out of so much of this. Thank God I switched schools, bro. I never would have got laid.
You know what I think it is? I don't think it's autism. I think you went through a significant stage as a child where you were just a fucking nerd.
Wait, what were you
just
doing?
like-
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Was it the bang backwards and the bullets?
No, it was after Reloaded where Neo fights a bunch of Agent Smiths with a pole, and I unscrewed the stick from the broom, and I was like doing Matrix moves in front of my boy's camera, like. And his mom had to sit down in front of her computer in like 2002 or whatever this was, and just be like, what the fuck is this kid doing? In my son's school project, my son's friend is just in front of the camera like, I'm the one. Like a fucking idiot.
Is this before or after your phase where you would ride around as Batman?
These overlapped.
Yeah, that makes
These
sense.
overlapped.
He's in the Batman costume.
Yeah.
This is also around the time where we had to, because I went to a Christian academy, we had to do a project on the Book of Revelations, which has to do with a lot of like apocalyptic Satan shit.
That's wild.
So
that
I
they had you do
did
that.
my report on the video game Diablo 2, which my teacher
people
did
love.
not accept.
Really?
I love Diablo 2.
I've never played Diablo. I hear it's
I
great.
love it. But my teacher was like, is this a video game? And I was like, yes. And my teacher was like, this is a report on the Book of Revelations. And I was like, Diablo is Spanish for devil.
Yeah.
This game rules. Let me rock a little bit.
Yeah.
The teacher was like,
that's basically
no.
it.
Yeah, thank God I switched schools. Switched schools, became a different person. I was like, I like hip-hop and basketball now.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, okay.
That checks out.
Well, you're too short to play basketball. And I was like, I smoke weed now. And everyone's like, okay.
All right, that can always be your personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That can be the personality.
If not, it's more that way now too.
I would say my personality from probably 16 to 22 was getting very drunk and rapping at any black person at the party. I'd be like, you gotta listen to my bars, bro.
I bet they hated that.
Oh, yeah. They definitely hated that.
I one time
I'd be like, check out the shoes. You know they blue. And they're like, we're just trying to have a good time, man. Please stop doing this.
I one time took an eighth of mushrooms and then had a rap battle with my friend David Isaiah, who was trying to be a rapper musician. I think he's in LA right now doing it. Him and I were in a party.
Is he famous?
Chase your dreams, dog.
Chase your dreams, bro.
Keep
If
going.
you're famous and you see this, plug the pod.
Yes.
If not, we don't care.
I think he's got a couple thousand. He gets views on TikTok. Anyways, him and I in a basement rapped at each other for like 30 minutes, and then what I thought was 30 minutes turns out it was like 30 seconds. I was just on an eighth of mushrooms, and then in the video, there's a video of it, and I thought I was killing it, and I rewatched it the next day, and I was.
Ooh.
You were just saying the N-word.
Yeah, no.
I was just.
Have I told you guys my mushroom and acid story on
No.
this pod?
No.
Are you sure?
I don't think so.
My boy was selling mushrooms, and I was living in this like shitty rundown apartment. This was my first apartment. This was before things were bad. Things were still not good, but they were not bad yet. And he comes over, and he's got 2 ounces of mushrooms weighed out separately, 1 ounce, 1 ounce. Somebody comes through, buys the first ounce, great. And then we're like, you know what? It's a Wednesday night. Let's take some mushrooms, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then so the 2 weeks prior to this, I wasn't raided, but police forced their way into my apartment. I didn't have a scale anymore. So no arrests were made. Everything was fine. Coincidentally, a week before that, my parents had raided my apartment and taken all of my
Child
things. No.
He still had that. He still had that.
Yeah,
they
still
didn't
had-
find
that was on a
that.
hard drive. And so I didn't have a scale, and he was like, let's just eyeball it, which is something you should never do with mushrooms, by the way.
Right.
And when I tell you I ate way more than I should have, that's an understatement. I was like in a little like area outside the apartment that was probably as big as this like very modestly sized living room we're in. It felt like I was sitting in the middle of the Dallas Cowboys stadium. Everything I said, it was crazy. And then at one point, my boy, like we were losing it in this small little suburb of Oklahoma. At one point, he looked at me. He was like, "I'm not gonna do it, but I want to jump off your balcony right now." I was like, please don't. That would send me.
What a buzzkill, buddy.
What a buzzkill. The next day, my buddy comes over. He has a scale, and we weigh the ounce, which is supposed to be 28 grams. There was 7 grams left.
That's
between me and one other person. We ate 21 grams of mushrooms in one night, in one sitting,
That's crazy. Dude.
I'm surprised I'm still here, to be honest. I think the only reason I didn't literally enter another fucking universe is because I was only trying to take 3 grams, which is still a lot, by the way.
Yeah.
But instead, I took roughly 10.
Dude, have you seen those 420 shows that they do around here? They do them at I think they did one at Dania Improv, but where they get 10 comics or so, or maybe less than that, to come do 5 minutes sober, and then after you go up the first time you smoke, and then it's a revolving door. So everybody does 5 minutes,
and then they
smokes,
get high.
and then they get high, and they come back and they do 5 more high, and I'm like, God damn, do I not want to do that?
I think
Holy
that sounds like a
shit.
funny premise.
It could
I
be
like
a
it.
fun
It's just
show.
I don't
I
like
wouldn't
it
do
on
it either.
principle because I can't do it.
You're right.
That bums me out.
Oh, I'd freak the fuck out on that second set. There's
Dude,
no
yeah,
way
that
I
would be
don't
The
way
fuck
only
out.
way that show would be fun is if you had comics who weren't potheads do it.
Yeah.
You would have people, drug
Like
addicts
us?
in recovery, people who have given it up because it gives them panic attacks. Give it to Josh, who is suffering from mental illness that is extremely exacerbated by it. Get those people to come up. Let them do 10 the second time.
Oh my god.
I'd be like,
They're gonna freak
I would
you
just
the
my
fuck
crowd work
out.
would just be me threatening people. I'll be like, you fucking
like,
stare. Why are you
Why
staring
the
at me?
fuck you looking at me like that?
And nobody's looking at me
You're
either.
just
Mine would just be like, do you hate me? Do you guys hate me? Do you all hate me? I feel like everybody hates me. Can you guys just like me, please?
I'd just be up there like, any of you guys have heroin?
Who's got H right now?
Trying to take this party to the next level, man. This is bullshit.
The only time that I've done a mass amount
Heroin?
of
Oh.
the only time I've done
Oh.
H. The only time I think it sounds cool to say H. By the way, you said it the other
Nah, man.
podcast, and I was like, "That's
I like
cool."
smack.
I don't
Smack.
ever say H.
You don't. You said it the other day, and I was like, "That's cool."
I don't feel like I did, but okay.
It's on the
I
podcast.
like smack.
But anyways, I think the only time that I've done a mass amount of mushrooms was I ate a chocolate bar that I thought, when I found out, wasn't actually an eighth. I thought it was an eighth. It was less than an eighth. But I can't imagine doing more than what I did
Yeah.
to do 10 grams. I think I did probably maybe 3.
To be fair, at this time,
That's crazy.
I would take 2 or 3 and go walk around the mall. So I was in the game a little bit.
Right, but
I kinda
that's
knew what was
still
up.
insane.
And
dude.
also different mushrooms, you can take a different
Yeah, of
amount.
course. Yeah,
so
yeah.
that matters, of course.
One time, my friend and I got mushrooms. I just ate a stem, and then my buddy was driving, and I was in the back seat with my friend and the drug dealer, who we just picked everything up for him. And I was just kind of having a weird little body feel, I was kind of vibing with that.
Mm-hmm.
And my buddy started fist fighting the drug dealer in the car while we were on the highway.
Dude,
it
that's
was crazy.
Crazy.
Because I was like, I don't even.
You're starting to feel vibes. Honestly, dude, the high, if you take the right amount of mushrooms, the high before you're getting really psychedelic is great. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's all good vibes.
weird,
It doesn't get
flowy.
intense enough to get really bad.
Yeah.
It's like the best parts of weed and then something else. But to watch somebody start
fist
fighting your drug dealer on the highway might throw you off.
And
a
then
little
also, I was in the back while it was. I was like, it was like hitting me. I was like,
bit. No.
I've never taken enough to get to see. Do you see? I've never actually.
I mean, I've had visuals, but I've never had
just,
hallucinations.
Right, you've just done the
Then
wavy
again,
and
I guess the idea, like the way I described it earlier, I guess that is a hallucination, but it wasn't like I was somewhere else.
Right, you were in
but
reality.
It would be like I'm in this living room, except the wall that right now is 10 feet away was 50 feet away.
Right.
And it wasn't like, so I don't really know. I guess that would be like more of a distortion of reality than like a hallucination
I've
of something
never had,
that
like,
wasn't there.
I've never done anything that caused a hallucination.
I've
went
never
through-
done any psychedelics.
Really?
Mushrooms, acid. No, because
Is that why you're like this?
it could be. It's probably why I'm a psycho. But no, the reason why I've never done it is they always say like if you go into it with like fear,
Yeah.
you're gonna have a bad trip.
Oh, you
And
will.
my
I never have that
anxiety-
much fun.
My anxiety is to like if I took mushrooms, immediately I would be like, oh fuck, I'm gonna have a bad trip. I'm
Yeah.
gonna freak out, and then I would.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
I never-
that is
I never
fair.
did
I
it.
personally, I did them quite often, but it got less and less as my life and drug addiction got worse and worse because of that. Because I was only doing it to get fucked up because I hated the way that I felt being sober, and then I hated my life and didn't feel good ever. And taking, like I always tell people, like taking those,
I hate that.
it only made me more aware of how shitty my life was.
I hate hearing a guy that's like, yeah, I was like 15 having threesomes.
I've never said that.
Didn't you have a threesome when you were like 15?
No.
No, he described. No, he had a
I didn't lose my
gangbang. He was
virgin-
like, yes, because you were like, people described it as a gangbang, and then we were like, what
No.
happened? And you're like, well, I fucked the girl, and then my buddy fucked the same girl, and then I fucked the girl. He was fucking.
That wasn't when I was
gangbang.
15, dude. I didn't lose my virginity until I was 16, because I lost it in my car that I drove. So that I didn't have it. I did one time in the senior year of high school. I fucked a girl on a bed while my buddy was fucking a girl on the floor, and then the floor girl
How do you
came to the
hate
bed,
your life
and then
doing something that young?
well, that was when I was having a fucking good time.
Were
It
you on
wasn't
drugs
until I
then?
was about. I was like smoking weed in K2 and drinking in high
Yeah.
school. And then once I got to college, I started dabbling in harder stuff, and then it really quickly, I had some traumatic shit happen, and then it very quickly turned into like bad
Right.
shit.
I'm glad I never did opiates because
They're
I've-
awesome.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done them in like I've been prescribed Percocet.
yeah,
and my girl
you've told me this.
my
like,
girl had lean. My girl had promethazine,
Oh, yeah,
and she didn't
no.
like it, so I was just pouring it into Arizona iced tea and drinking it, and that was
Nice.
great. If I had a Connect at that time, I easily could have seen myself because it's not psychedelic. You
No,
don't feel.
not at
It's just
all.
like, hey, everything in the world's perfect right now.
It's warm and fuzzy, and everything's
You
great.
feel
man.
warm.
Yeah,
You're just like, I'm gonna
It's
turn on a
awesome.
movie, and
it's awesome.
I wouldn't want to be anywhere else in the world.
You want? This is so.
Heroin would mellow you out, honestly.
Yeah, it would.
You could use a little bit
I
of
was-
fucking
Should I get some fucking?
dope, bro. Yeah.
I remember when I got prescribed. I got prescribed hydroxyzine. Pretty heavy dosage. Do you know what that is?
I know it. It's
Yeah.
a fucking antihistamine.
Yeah. Well, if you take enough of it,
Makes you sleepy.
yeah.
It's like Benadryl.
Yes, and
You
it's like,
fucking, you
but it,
fucking
it helps.
pussy.
It's with
You
anxiety.
fucking square.
Yeah, it does help
it's
with
your
anxiety.
dude. I was like, so they prescribed me five milligrams of it, and then I was like, I'm afraid to take it because I was having this big meltdown. And I'm like, I can't take it. I'm gonna take it. And then I took it, and nothing happened. It took me like 20 minutes of my mom telling me like, take it for me
Yeah.
to take it, and then nothing happened. And then like she was like, all right, well then take another one. And then I took another one, nothing happened. I ended up having like 40 milligrams of it in my system before anything happened, and I fell asleep. And then I went back to the doctor, and then they prescribed me, instead of 5 milligrams that I told everyone that happened, they gave me 50 milligrams, and then I had to take 2 of them. So my anxiety was so bad that I was like 5 times what
They
you
should have just
should've.
given you a real fucking anti-anxiety medicine.
Well, I
like
had- yeah, well,
Klonopin
it
or
was-
something.
I
Those
was-
are the good ones.
It was the one that was in the process of kicking in. So it was like my antidepressants were so to do that I was basically taking 10 times the dosage for.
If you take an antihistamine with painkillers, it makes it really well. That's the whole
Yeah.
codeine promethazine thing. Codeine is the painkiller. Promethazine is an antihistamine,
Mhm.
which will make you drowsy
Yeah.
and make you kind of if you take too much of it.
Mhm.
But both of those mixed together, things get weird.
Dude, I went on a work retreat like 3-4 years ago, and we went up to Michigan. I don't know why we went there, but on the flight, this girl that I worked with was like, I have benzos and muscle relaxers, and I was like,
Tight.
good news, I brought my fucking Nintendo Switch. And she was like, let's have a
First off, that's so fucking lame that you
I
brought
know.
your Switch.
But
But keep going.
who cares?
Keep that
Yeah,
thing
you're cool
on.
guy.
I was already deep into a relationship. I'm not trying to get pussy at that point. I'm just trying to have fun on a plane.
That's a good
But
point.
me and this girl, shout out Taylor, good girl.
You won't say her last name though. The girl who gave you drugs on the plane.
Lanigan.
Yeah, Taylor.
You're
Lanigan.
fired.
She doesn't work there anymore. She doesn't work there anymore.
Yeah, she's got a corporate job now that's gonna find this.
No. She's good. But we had Ann Julia, who I think still works there. I won't say her last name. But
Pussy.
one of
sounds
them
like a
had
boy.
benzos, the other one had muscle relaxers, and it was like, let's go on planes more.
Yeah.
It was like, this is great.
Flying a plane is the best, you know? Just flying in a plane is
I get
good.
anxiety on planes.
Me too, dude. You know what's really
I
funny? I never got anxiety flying until I started doing comedy and flying more. And I think it's simply because I didn't have anything to live for before. Like now I'm like, I want to accomplish something.
Yeah.
I don't want to die. How bum would I be if
you-
I died? And I was like, I was doing so good.
That's how I feel about fights with my lady. Like, anytime like we have a bad fight, I'm like, I'll fucking leave this bitch. And I'm like, I love my dog so much. I can't. We have to make this work.
Jesus.
I can't go without seeing her.
Wait.
That is not where I saw that. I thought you were going to say I get in fights with my
Yeah.
wife and then I leave and I think, oh, fuck, like, what
My
if I
life would be-
died? And
yeah.
that's how it would go. And you're like, I want to
No,
leave
we
this
had a, we
bitch.
had a pretty, no, I love my wife, but we had a pretty big fight. I went to Brews Room that night while being kicked out of the house.
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah, you remember that. I was outside. Josh and Matt had to talk me out of, I think, killing myself. But
You mentioned it.
and
We have a podcast here.
I just like
so to be
Yeah.
selfish.
I just remember being like, fuck, this might be it. I might be getting a divorce. And then I was like, I gotta make it work. I love that dog so much. I can't live without that fucking dog.
To be clear, he is talking about his dog.
yeah, my dog.
He's not using a slang for his woman.
No. My dog, my French bulldog puppy, who's the cutest girl in the world. Shout out
Lola.
Lolo, the goodest of girls.
Yeah.
She's the best.
That's a crazy
I've
thing
gotten,
that you just
dude,
said.
I'll get into like a little argument. I fold way too easy in arguments. I'll be like, you're wrong, and she will be. And then I'll immediately apologize. And then I'll be like, I'm so sorry. I love you so much.
You're such a cock, dude.
I'm so the opposite.
I
I'll
am never
fold.
wrong, dude.
I'll
I
never
fold, I fold too easy, dude. I love
And
her.
here's
I'll
the
never-
deal.
Not only
Even-
she'll admit that I won, I'll still walk into that bedroom 20 minutes later like, you know what else your fucking problem is? I don't fold.
You know how I am in any argument is like even when I'm wrong, I wasn't 100% wrong though. So
It's
let's talk
also
about
that
about that 15% that you had. How about that? Because
Yeah.
I'm not going to sleep with that.
Psychotic,
Yeah.
dude. I'm just like, all right.
What is lyricism?
Dude, me and Josh. So for anybody who cares, and people texted me about it, and they were like, "Dude, why you like?" I got all sorts of messages about it, but like, I want everybody to know that Josh randomly, when he was like uploading the pod, sent a text into the group chat about like how he was technically right, and then him and I argued over text for like an hour. And it
In
wasn't
front of Jeff.
it wasn't for content. Jeff was I don't think Jeff even put in his 2 cents. We just
I
went
couldn't care
back and
less.
forth about lyricism.
Again.
like
in
11
case,
p.m.
In case anyone thought that fight wasn't real, I have the group chat to fucking prove
The
Yeah.
receipts,
that they
baby,
took
we'll
it
pull
up,
it up.
after the fucking pod. And I was just
Subscribe
at
to the
home
Patreon.
like,
you
God,
can
these
see the
dorks.
fucking.
Yeah, we'll upload the fucking
Yeah, we'll upload the
text.
text, the screenshots.
Nah, we don't have a Patreon. If you are watching this and you think we should, let us know. That would be good. It would be good to get some feelers out. I feel like we're at a good point in the pod to be like, if you're still watching now, you're a fan.
Sure.
Right.
Would you pay $5 a month to see us do this naked?
No, I'll do that for free.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you.
My thing is only from the waist up, so it would just be the most unflattering part of my body. just my
sitting down,
torso
belly.
and my fucking gut, just like yeah. So
What do you think is the most unflattering part of your body?
that my fucking belly probably.
You think so?
What do you think it is? I mean, my
Dude,
asshole
don't make it. Did you
probably.
see? That was a little insecure. You're like, what are
Well,
you thinking?
no, that's where he's gearing this towards. Like he's asking it in a way to he's gaslighting me.
Yeah, that's what he is.
He's like,
doing.
your belly? You think so?
Oh, okay. No, that's good that you think that.
I don't know. I mean,
I would,
there are some portions of anybody's body that aren't inherently attractive. My gooch isn't like nobody's like, whoa.
I don't think anyone's been
gooch.
complimented on a gooch. I don't think a woman's ever taken a guy's pants down and been like, what a gooch on this guy.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
He's
But
got
like,
a nice shaved
you
line in
know,
there.
yeah. No, I think probably from like this area to this area is the least
I'm
attractive
very
part of
self-conscious
me.
about this area and this area.
Your nipples?
My nips.
Yeah.
My nipples show through shirts. It's a problem.
Yeah, stop bringing it up when you're on stage, psycho. You bring it up all the time.
I know because I do
I
it.
have small feet and small balls. Can you see my nipples through the shirt? That's how he starts his set.
And then it works. It gets and then I go with the titty twister joke, and it's like now it just makes me calm.
Yeah, it works. I would say my most unflattering part is my butt. I have a well-shaped butt, but boy, is it hairy as hell.
Do you have a well-shaped butt?
Yeah.
Stand up.
No, I'm not standing up.
Come on, dude. I feel
We're
like
not
I got
doing
a pretty
this.
good ass.
We're not doing this. I don't have like a malformed ass, but
Do you have a flat?
saw it,
I could see him having a flat.
I feel like
ass.
you
You think I
a
got a
flat
Hank
one.
Hill, dude?
Yeah, dude.
You
got a Hank Hill,
motherfucker.
dude.
No, it's like my
I think he
ass
does.
itself is like fine, but I don't have a hairy back, so it's just like hairless. And then, dude, I have a gorilla ass.
That's weird. That's weird. So wait, you don't have a hairy back?
Not at
It
all.
just starts on your fucking cheeks?
I don't have hair on my shoulders. I don't have hair on my back, the back of my neck,
You also don't have hair on
But-
your...
head.
Yeah. You missed a fucking
I know.
huge
I did on this
spot.
side, too.
Holy shit. It looks like you're growing like a Jedi tail.
In the picture you sent me of me eating fried chicken, you can see it like
Really?
so clearly. Yeah. There's a picture that Matt posted of me just like a psychopath eating a breast of fried chicken
Just
with my bare hands.
In the showroom of the Orlando Improv, which was full. He was just under a light and just like
eating I wanted
like
to watch
wetly eating
I wanted to
chicken.
watch Franco's set. But I was just sitting there like but in that picture cuz it's from the side, you can see like this entire patch. Shaving your own head's fucking hard.
you
So if
have a
anyone-
wife. Just have her just be like,
Inspect.
before you leave.
She's not doing it. Also, she wasn't home. She's out of
Yeah.
town right
Did
now.
you even? It looks like you didn't even take your glasses off when you. I'm looking at it.
He just shaves with his glasses on.
If I'm being honest, when I shave my head, I have it off and then I put them back on to see if I missed a spot. So it's a constant like me, and then like, all right,
That's fucking hilarious.
back on, check, make sure, take them off.
It's like a line.
You know what's a funny? I don't know if I've ever mentioned this. It just gives me deja vu to mention it on the pod. But my ex roommate was really hairy, and he was like, "I don't know how to shave my pubes because it's like
do you
where."
not know?
No, but listen,
Yeah, where do you stop?
he's like, "Where do I stop?"
I have that same problem.
Like, cause he was also bi, so and a bottom at times. So he was like, "I want to shave my ass, but it's like." Where do I stop? It's literally from like up. It's like, what am I just gonna shave boxer shorts on myself? Like, like
Yeah.
it's just like, where do I stop? That's a fucking
love-
great problem.
Also, I love the combination of being bi and the bottom. The bottom. It's
Well,
Yeah.
I was.
It's like
I was-
sometimes I'm straight and sometimes I'm gay as
yeah,
fuck.
yeah, it's the gayest thing you can be.
Sometimes I fuck pussy and sometimes I take it in the fucking ass.
Dude, that's called being a well-rounded human being.
It's such a funny compilation that's what you would do. Like
To
Yeah.
be fair, the straight part of him wasn't like crushing puss. Shout out to Robert.
was
I doubt he
crushing ass.
watches this, but
On a if you had like a meter and it was like straight and gay, where's he?
I would say, what are you saying based on looks and actions?
Based off what he's getting more of.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, he hasn't lived here for a couple of years. He was
Hopefully,
engaged.
he doesn't live here at all.
He was engaged to a girl who was trans, but also gorgeous. Like it was so.
Sure.
So that's a hard barometer to use. Before that, he was with mostly girls.
Was
that
he
I
a top
know
or a
of.
bottom with the trans woman?
I think they just I don't know what they did. I mean, I
Call 'em
wasn't.
up.
I wasn't there.
Let's get to the bottom.
I
of it.
was
If I
across
had
the
a-
hall,
If I had
and
a
I heard a lot of it.
If I had a bisexual roommate with a trans girl friend, there'd be.
They had.
I'd have
I mean, I just
every
don't want to
question
blast
lined
his
up.
shit.
Right. Yeah.
But they had sex toys that I'm sure went inside both of them. I'm not. I can't.
little
speak.
fecal swap.
I mean, I think they washed them, man. I don't know, dude. Like, but yeah. So I would say though, based on my experience, I met him in rehab, and he was 19, and he knew he was bi, but hadn't hooked up with a dude. So
You were his first.
historically, yeah, I mean, I'm a good friend. And historically, I think he's probably been with more women, but I'm not really sure,
To
dude. It's
be-
easier once you're accepting of yourself and know that you like dick, it's got to
Yeah.
be easier to get.
To be fair, you're not gay. You just look that way.
No, I'm just gay. I'm not gay. I just look like this.
always wanna play
Mustache
ball.
was
I'm
a
gonna burn
coincidence.
all of your material
That's
eventually.
that
on this
that
pod.
is the least funny part of that joke. You're more than welcome to burn whatever you want.
Yeah, and then you let him. And you're like, one thing that guy was.
Okay, okay.
Now he's getting a little sensitive.
Don't burn my fucking opener.
What's
you
very
fucking loser.
very funny is I wasn't gonna burn it. Relax,
Fucking loser.
dude. I'll kill you right now.
You kiss
I'll
me.
fuck-
I'll kiss
I'll
you
fuck
right now,
you.
dude.
I'll have gay sex with you.
Ah man.
What is very funny is when you quote a bit to a comic, they're like, "That's my bit," but it's like, I like it enough to remember it. You psycho.
To be
Relax.
fair, I know
did
some
it to
people's
Josh, and
bits
Josh
who
was
I
like,
don't
Stop burning
like.
my bits. Like, I like your bit.
see,
enough.
see, you were in this position now, though. Don't. It's not a good feeling to know that that's out there.
You know what? You're right. I didn't think about that when I was like enjoying him burning your bits. But
Yeah.
now that
It's not
I'm
a good
thinking
feeling.
about it and
Now
we're
that the
getting
bullying's
subscribers
on
and
you.
people are watching and like the goal being that one day they'll come to a show, like
A stand-up show.
I don't like that he's burning my bits.
Yeah. And you guys thought I was being fucking soft.
I got fucking tapes of you, my guy. I'll fucking post your whole goddamn set
I'll still
on our
do it.
YouTube.
I'll
Yeah, I mean you don't have another option.
yeah. What's gonna be right now?
He's like, "Oh, I'll just do my other 25." What?
True.
I'll
still do it.
Yeah. So my roommate was gay.
He was bi.
No, he was
was
bi,
bi.
dude. Whoa, what the fuck?
Well, I guess
He's
technically,
problematic. Honestly.
I think technically he was pan. So stop being problematic, guys.
What's the difference?
What's his-
Pansexual?
I thought his name was Ryan.
What?
Pam? We're doing.
Cut his mic.
I'm just joshing, dude.
All right.
He won it back. He hit the catchphrase and he won it.
God
back.
damn it, dude! I was gonna cut his mic. I was gonna do it.
I was gonna
Well,
fucking cut
I
it.
think, and I don't want to be wrong, and then people go, "Look at these white guys," like anybody like that's watching. But pansexual is basically like everything. So cis man, cis woman, anything that exists in between or out of that. So
you're attracted to the
trans,
person, not the-
non-binary, you're attracted to the human being,
Yeah, well,
not
then
the
wouldn't-
gender.
So maybe just bisexuality shouldn't exist anymore. Because if you're bisexual and you're attracted to both men and women, you'll be attracted to probably a trans woman or a trans man anyways.
Yeah, that's.
right?
I mean,
I
that's
agree with that.
that's a
I don't
fair
agree with
point.
Why
that.
not just
I
throw
think
that
I
out?
think what it really is outdated terms based on gender, which now it's 2022. There's the whole gender spectrum. That's actually why, and I
We're
see
gonna solve this.
I
We're gonna get to the
see-
bottom of this on the
I
triple.
see you guys gearing up for bits. This is just I'm just trying to explain it as I understand. I think that's why they reclaimed the term queer and made queer kind of like an umbrella term for I fall somewhere under this.
Right.
Yeah. What
Bi,
queer,
straight,
queer
gay.
is like you don't know if you are or not.
No. Queer is like I was just saying, like it's like an umbrella term for rather than having to be like I'm pansexual or I'm bisexual or I'm
Yeah.
lesbian or I'm gay. You can just say you're queer, and it can.
My
kind of-
understanding of if somebody was queer was like there's that guy in the office who's like, "Hey, how are you?"
No.
And then you're like, "Oh, Tim's gay." But then Tim comes to a work retreat with his wife and you're like, "What?" That's what I thought queer was. Like a guy you were sure was gay and then turns out he just
I thought
talks
that.
like
No,
that.
that's fucking.
That's just a slur.
No. Well, 1 second. No, there's a word for that.
Metrosexual.
Metrosexual.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
That's an old, outdated term as well.
Yeah, that just means a guy who takes care of
Yeah,
himself.
that's
Yeah,
basically
yeah,
what
yeah,
it
yeah.
was.
Matthew
yeah.
Ross is a metrosexual
Yeah.
and kind of bisexual. But he's a
I don't like
metrosexual.
dudes. I've never
I would say
fucked a
I'm
man.
not a metrosexual because
You're
I
not?
miss
Metro
patches in my
PCS. What's
fucking
Metro
hair.
PCS?
That's a phone service.
That's a phone service for poor people.
That's That's how my brain is.
Are we
programmed.
sure? Because I have Mint Mobile.
Wait, really? What is
Yeah.
that?
It's Ryan Reynolds' company.
What?
Yeah,
Wait, you have Mint Mobile?
Mint. Yeah,
How's your service?
it's good. $15 a month, unlimited data. Can't
it's-
beat it.
It's a.
Only in Palm Beach County.
No,
He leaves the county, and it's like
I had full service in Orlando this weekend. That was good.
What's the downside to it? There's got to be
Nothing.
something.
It uses
You have to-
T-Mobile satellites. I have
Holy
great
shit.
service.
I'm not a fan of Ryan Reynolds.
I'm not either.
Why?
I don't like him.
I don't like him.
I think he seems like a cool guy.
He's
He's
Yeah.
metrosexual.
yeah, he's a metro. Although
He's hot though. I will
that
say,
boy in
yeah.
you ever see Blade Trinity? Oh my God! If you ever want to question your sexuality as a
So
student,
wait, but I want reasons why you guys don't like Ryan Reynolds.
You know
I
what
feel
I
like
think it
he's
is
a
for me?
likable guy. He's funny. He
That's what-
seems down
that's
to
why,
earth.
That's why I don't like him, and I know it's stupid. It's
I'm
because
with
it's
you
like
on this.
he's like he seems funny, he seems handsome, he's got to have something.
see that I have the opposite. I don't think it's like there's got to be a flaw in there. It's like he's always that guy. Like everything.
Oh,
he's
everything he's in, he's
always
the
like
cool
this.
guy.
Like even in his commercials for like his like liquor, like Mint Mobile commercials, he's like, "Pff, I'm freaking Ryan Reynolds. I'm just. It's like.
but I
ugh,
think that's
turn
just
it
kind of
off a
how
little
he
bit.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah, yes.
I'm more of a Marky Mark.
I'm
guy.
definitely a jealous. It's definitely a jealousy thing for sure.
Oh,
I'm jealous of his abs in Blade Trinity.
Yeah, I'm jealous of his
God
physical
damn.
appearance and his success. and his
Anybody watching
life in
this,
general, he's a millionaire.
if you want to get horny as fuck, Google image search Ryan Reynolds Blade Trinity and find the picture where like he's like captured in that movie. Holy shit. Oh my God.
I'm more
Google
of a
that shit.
I'm more of a Ryan Gosling in A Place Beyond the Pines when he's got the face tattoos and the
You've
traditional-
mentioned this
Yeah,
before.
you're
dude.
So-
You're just
really gay. for
so
him.
hot.
That's
He's
so,
one second.
dude,
He's one
relax,
second. No,
bro.
No, we're accepting this. All right.
I mean, I'm accepting of it, but you're just like, this is the
He's
second
the-
time you brought it up, and then you were like, so hot.
He is.
Yeah, he's
It's
hot.
the one thing.
I'm not
where
saying he's
it's-
not
it's-
hot.
It's
he
the
has
one.
a new Netflix movie out right now. Not
that?
good.
Not
Oh,
called
I
The
liked
Gray
it.
Man?
I just watched it.
The Gray Man?
Yeah,
You
it
liked
was
it?
good.
I
Yeah.
didn't think it was great.
Is it about aliens, Gray Man?
No.
No.
No,
That's
not
what
at
I would
all.
assume it would be.
I
was
didn't.
fine.
I didn't like. What's Captain America's real name?
Chris Evans.
I did not like.
He's
his
kind
char-
of a corny character.
His
If somebody
character
told me
was
I look like him, I was
annoying.
like, he's just a white guy with
How?
a mustache.
He's
Stop.
so much better looking
in that
than
movie
you.
specifically.
He's so much better looking than you. It's crazy.
Relax, dude. Your
So
jealousy
much
is really
better.
showing through right
No,
now.
no, no, no.
You
no.
got to relax.
He looks
They
so
said,
much better than
They
you.
said in that movie that I wasn't saying that they compared me to Chris Evans. Okay, relax.
So much handsomer than
Just
you.
let me be handsome, dude. I only have a couple things. You know, I used to be
Yeah,
addicted to
you're not-
heroin.
you're-
Yeah, too many things.
You're comedy handsome. I'll give you that.
That's fucked up.
You're comedy handsome.
No, I think
No.
I think I'm.
I think you're handsome.
I think I'm a handsome guy. I think objectively, I'm handsome.
Next
I
to
don't
Chris
think I'm-
Evans, you'd look like a fucking troll, dude.
Dude, anybody would. Other
He's
than
a-
like the
he's
other
a
5
literal-
people that are
he's
at
a
the
front man movie star.
yeah,
Yeah.
other than the 5 people
He's
who've
way
been
more
hand
handsome than you.
selected that because
I'm
of their
the
look.
handsome version of Moby.
And next to Louis C.K., all of us should quit comedy.
That's true.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly. So that's the comparison that we're making.
I'm more handsome than Louis C.K. though.
Okay, no.
I'm looking at your face extra hard because I'm trying to
No.
form an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I disagree.
I think
No, you just worship him so you'd want to suck his dick. But if he was just a guy that worked at fucking T-Mobile, I'm way
No, I
better
think
looking.
no, I don't think so.
What? Then
I
Louis.
He's got a more full
think
beard.
Yeah, dude. Who cares?
You guys are in the same bracket.
Yeah,
you might,
for
you
sure.
might be higher in the bracket, but I think you're in the same bracket.
Mm-mm. Way more than Louis C.K. I'm handsomer than Louis
I don't
C.K.
agree with that, and it's not because of how I like.
Leave it in the comments. Is Jeff more handsome than Louis?
I've seen your headshot, dude. And I've seen his headshots. They're fucking different.
Well, yeah, mine was taken on an iPhone 6 in front of a wall.
Yeah, you could see less of your face. You're getting more of his
I
face with the
think-
HD quality.
Yeah, I think you're more handsome than Louis. Yeah,
Oh, don't fool.
Thanks,
No, I
buddy.
do.
Thank you.
I do. I've
What a compliment.
I sat here and stared at his face for a solid 20 seconds, and that was hard to do. And I thought about it,
Jeez.
and I really thought about what Louis looks like, and I think
I disagree completely.
I'm about to turn this mic off. And start
you
throwing
kind of
fucking
look
hands.
like Louis C.K.
Uh-uh.
Dude, yeah.
Like a young version.
Oh.
I've seen videos of him when he's young. I think it's just the
I
hair.
think you look like a cartoon.
Why?
No, dude, I really
think you look like a
kind
character
of
on
look like
Big
Louis
Mouth.
C.K.
Big mouth?
Yeah.
Why?
You
Just
do kind of
your-
look like a big mouth character.
You do look like a
No,
big
I'm
guy.
yeah,
handsome.
a little bit.
I'm
We're
not
not
sa-
saying
I'm
you're
not
not
saying that in a
handsome.
bad way.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
saying
right. You don't look like
You
Louis.
look like a though it's the way light hits your eyes. Like kind of like how like cartoons, you know, how they draw like a white square in eyes to like show light.
You want to? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You want to hear a
Yeah.
weird thing that I'm attracted to? This is odd.
Sure.
anime?
I'm really into. I know this is odd. I like. This is crazy. I've never said this. I like. Oh, I've told it to her. Ariel's eyes are very white. Like the eyeballs themselves are very white, and and I think she's got really pretty eyes because her eyeballs are like white, which is psychotic. If you think about the reason that I think they're like attractive is because they're very white.
To say
you know what I'm
that
saying?
you think your
Racist,
girlfriend's
yeah.
eyes are pretty is not psychotic.
But the
if you
reason-
kept going, it would have gotten. If you're like, I just
The
want to,
whiteness,
I just
I just
want to
wanna
cut them out and like hold them.
No, it's just because
I
they're
just
so
want
white.
I
It's
just
a
want
weird
to
thing.
like dig them out with a
The
spoon
area
and keep them in a
around
jar.
Her pupil is so white that it creates a contrast.
Right,
that
that's what
makes
it
you
is.
like
Yeah,
it
and it's
more.
I've seen like the pupil itself be, or not the pupil, the what is it called? The iris. Is the iris what's the iris?
Oh,
I don't know.
Who knows?
dude.
Whatever.
I
The
think
part that's
that's the-
colored.
I think that's the colorful part. Is
Right.
the iris.
The colorful part, you can see somebody who has really pretty eyes because the colorful part is pretty.
You know what's fucked up
Her
is
whites-
as a kid, I had giant blue eyes, and I feel like they've grayed and like as my soul has died,
that happens.
I
What were you
feel
saying?
like I used to have very
He looked at me and went.
I used to have very pretty eyes. Like if
They
you
are
see,
they are a little gray. I've always had dark shit brown eyes. That and
but I had
sometimes-
very
sometimes
like
look
if you
black.
see like a kid picture of me, they're very like pretty blue eyes, and then they've just gotten like gray and dead. Over
Did you
time.
guys know, Josh's Fun Fact Corner, did you guys know that all babies are born with blue eyes?
That's not true.
Swear to God.
That was
Look-
me. That was
look
me and my
that
wife
shit up.
not that long ago. I've just slowly died inside.
Yeah, that's
One
what it
second.
is. No, look that shit up, dude. I swear to God.
That's a filter.
all
That's not a
babies.
filter.
Shut up.
It's my eyes.
Shut up.
You're
Let me
ruining
have-
the clip.
Let me have fun.
Restart the clip. Restart the
Let-
clip.
Did you guys know
There it is. There it is.
that
Okay.
all babies are born with blue eyes?
That's not true.
Yeah, it is, dude. It is,
Cap,
bruh.
cap.
I swear to God. All
true.
let me Google
Look
it.
at that little
Let me
baby.
Google it. Enough of your
Stop
fucking
showing
eyes,
your
Jeff.
fucking eyes. You
blue.
ruined the TikTok.
Look how blue
Literally,
they are.
when I look up all babies, the first thing, and I spelled babies BSBYS, which is not even close.
Jesus.
It literally
Should've
says all
stayed
babies
in
born with blue eyes.
college.
Let me clip. And while
Wait,
we
say
have
that
it-
again. It says what?
I'm wrong. While we have the
You
least
fucking
amount,
idiot.
we have the least amount of whatever makes your eyes colored when we enter the world for the first time. But it says it's simply a myth that all of us or most of us are born with blue eyes.
Instead of cutting that out for a clip,
That's
just
a great
cut out
clip.
all the times he said colored and put that on social media.
Oh, relax. Yeah, it's a myth.
Damn.
That will be funny if you clip that. But
Yeah.
that's stupid for us to be. I actually forgot about 5 minutes ago that we're still like recording a podcast.
Yeah, I know.
This got super conversational, and
Yeah.
I'm just kind of having a good time chilling with the bros. and then I was
And then
just
Jeff
kinda,
keeps trying to show
I just
photos of his
gotta-
fucking eyes. It's like,
Yeah,
stop.
just but look how cute I was.
I just
You
got
were a
a.
cute baby.
I know, I was a very cute baby. I was
Whoa, okay, let's
cute.
humble yourself.
He's a cute
I'm
baby.
just kidding.
Not as cute as Louis C.K. is.
Have you seen his baby
His
photos?
baby pictures. Goddamn. I just
Ooh.
got a DM from the picture of you and I with a fan of the show.
Jill something. Good girl.
Good girl, Jill.
Very good girl. Also very attractive girl. And the
Dude.
DM that I got was I'd like to sniff her. So
Who is
Jill,
it? Who said that?
I can't.
Mike's
It
off.
was-
Mike's off. 1, 2, 3. Mike's off.
Uh.
Yeah, that makes it. That's kind of.
That makes
That's
sense.
okay. That makes sense. I'll allow that.
He's one of those, now that we bleeped his name out, he's one of those fat guys that like somehow that like gets a lot of pussy weirdly.
I'm sure he does. He's a great guy, and he's
Yeah.
he's fun to be
He's
around.
just one of those fat guys that it's like, yeah, dude.
Some fat guys just pull, dude.
Yeah, they do.
Dude, Stavros. To be fair, he's also a successful comedian. I bet he crushes.
Yeah.
And he's a fat guy.
There's just certain fat. I
There's
feel like
lovable
it's
fat
energy.
guys. There's lovable fat guys.
There's fat guys with certain energy that
Yeah.
just God, they pull bitches, dude.
Yeah. That's what it is. Mostly energy.
It is. That's what any interaction with humans is. You know?
Where are we at?
We're so gay, dude.
Where are we at? You're gay. We didn't co-sign that.
I
where do
co-sign
we-
that. I stand by that. I did. We're getting close to an hour.
I have to
It's-
poop really bad.
You have to poop?
Dude.
Mhm.
All right, well then
Were you
you can
gonna
go take
poop
a
at my
shit. We
house?
can fucking continue.
This podcast will suck if I leave.
No, it might be good.
Get out. I'm
Get
gonna
out,
mute-
go.
I'm muting
Get
your
out.
mic.
Yeah, mute the mic,
You're
dude.
like, fucking dick.
No.
Yeah.
Um,
No,
yeah,
we
who
no,
else
we
is
really
gonna
do
try to
need more photos of Jeff's eyes. What are we gonna do if we don't have more photos of Jeff's eyes?
I was like, who's gonna forcefully show us pictures of their eyes when they were happy?
I'm gonna show you pictures of my penis next.
I had a dream recently. This is gonna sound super weird, but I'm just gonna say it. That in the dream, I knew what your penis looked like. I didn't see your penis in the dream. It's
To
like
be fair, you do.
So when have I seen your penis? Oh well, yeah, at that party. But it was soft and cold outside.
Oh, you knew what my erect penis
Yeah,
looked like.
well, so I'll have dreams where I'm existing. No, but listen, I have dreams where I'm existing in reality. It's like I have a recurring dream where when I'm in Oklahoma, I drink and I smoke weed, and it's not that I'm doing that in the dream. I just know that that's a thing for me. I know that that's a reality. That's not true. I've never done that since I got sober, but it's just a reality. This specific reality was that I knew what Jeff's hard dick looked like.
And what
I
was your
just
opinion on
in
it?
my dream? It was big.
Nice. We
That
are
was
good
it.
friends.
This is crazy.
Keep talking
Wow.
like that. I'm dreaming about your penis.
No, dude, no. Don't look about. Don't dream about my penis.
The first time I had a wet
It's
dream, I
weird.
wasn't even having a sex dream.
Oh, dude, I was having a.
I was
big
playing
old one
sand volleyball with one other person.
with Top Gun's fucking cast.
I remember
Yeah.
who it was, and it wasn't
Who was
a
it?
woman.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh.
It wasn't
Well-
a sexual dream at all.
You just love volleyball.
I just came. I was just like sports.
Honestly,
Wilson.
I get that.
Yeah,
I
sport,
get that.
you love sports too.
I love
Dude, I'm so pumped for the NFL season coming up.
Me
Are you
too.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
me
big
I
Minnesota
might have
Vikings fan.
I might have watched 5 games last year, Super Bowl
I
included.
fucking watch every single Vikings game.
Now, college football, I like Boomer Sooner,
Mm,
OU.
mm.
I like that, but NFL is fine. The U,
We about
You,
the
dude,
U,
the
baby.
stomp
Dude,
you guys.
that fucking that song. You've heard the song?
Of course.
It's so.
The 30 for 30 about the U is so
It's
good.
so sick.
It's so tight.
Dude,
they
that-
were the coolest
My
fucking
mom
guys.
went to the U during that era.
Dude, that's
she's
so sick. She probably
tunneled.
got dicked down by that football team,
Tunneled
dude.
out, dude.
Dude, that's why she watches this, doesn't she?
She might.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she told
sh-
us at the show that she does.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Sorry. I mean, I've already said some pretty wild shit to her, so
There's a
Yeah,
draft and you
you
can
don't
hear-
say
you
that.
can
Don't
just
say
hear a
that. Don't say
whistle.
it. Don't
No,
say what
no,
I said.
I'm gonna
Don't say what
it.
I said. I'll ask Josh to cut it. Don't say what I said. That's a Patreon exclusive, dude. You got to be in the green room to hear that side
Oh,
of it.
I remember.
That was
Yeah, yeah.
psychotic. But okay.
I felt like it was received well.
It was received well, but I was also like, dude.
Yeah, it was crazy. I will say it was a crazy thing for me to do.
Yeah.
but
that
whatever.
was nuts.
You want to know where
For me
the
to
term,
be like, whoa.
Yeah,
was,
that's true.
a
Do
Do you
sign.
guys want to know where the
I like
term
that.
"under the weather" came from?
No, I don't. I don't want to know. I have no
Josh, dude,
interest
I
in
feel like
knowing.
we-
We're trying to go
Just
viral,
save it,
baby.
bro. I feel like I naturally came into the blue-eyed thing.
Yeah, you
And
naturally
then I
come into
presented
Blue
it.
Eyes.
I feel like it was good. And I feel
No, it
like
was.
I feel like
I
there's
know,
some
but it was like, I mean, this is for the clip. The listeners can understand. You guys get
I
it.
know what this is for. I've already if you want a fun fact clip, which you do,
Of course.
we've
More
already
than
got
anything.
that. I already did the blue eye thing. You're not the only one who can go viral, Josh.
That's true.
You fucking
We're 4 for
piece
4,
of shit. Okay.
Where's under the weather come from?
No. If you
All
want to
right,
know
so if you're top
if you want to
side,
know, if you want to know where Under the Weather came from, either Google it or come back and
Do-
listen next week when we allow Josh to tell
do you
us.
see what happens? I'm so nice to everybody here, and then they berate me and belittle me.
We what you?
Berate me,
Oh.
and they also
We do that too.
Jeff is checking his Instagram, so we got to go. It's been an hour. It's been a pleasure. Like the video. It means a lot. It helps us with the algorithm. Subscribe. Tell your friends. Rate us. Rate. On Apple or Spotify. Can Spotify
Yeah.
have ratings?
Yeah.
Rate us on
me.
that.
Share it with your
Nirvana
friends.
style.
Share clips with your friends, and tell them if they think this is funny. Watch the whole thing.
If you want a sticker and you don't live in the Palm Beach, Florida, South Florida area, let us know. We'll send you one. If you, and I'm going on the honor system here, if you genuinely can't spare the $10 we ask, and you really can't, and I get that. Listen, none of us have day jobs. I get not wanting to part with $10, but you really like us enough to want a sticker, just let us know. We'll send you one.
we will. It'll cost me 20 cents in stamps, but
And there'll be cum on it. But
yeah. At that point, it'll be came.
yeah.
That's a cool move. We'll give you a free sticker, but we're gonna lick it.
Yeah, we're going to touch it.
Yeah, you'll get fucking monkeypox.
Okay, goodbye,
right,
good girls.
bye.
Thank you. Bye.